this, Justin. All right. We know how this works.
Well, yeah, I know you do. And I'm just trying to time it out. Why don't I do this? Court calls the case. People versus, is it Keisha Johnson Jackson? Easy for you to say. All right.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Mullen on behalf of the defendant to my right.
Your name?
Keisha Johnson Jackson.
All right. Okay, what are we doing today?
Your Honor, we're still working on discovery in this matter. I believe there has been some stuff recently uploaded that hasn't been uploaded and sent to us yet, made available. There's a couple videos on that list, as well as some medical records. And there are a couple other outstanding items they're trying to get as well, like a fresh time video, Hertz rental car video. And I'm requesting the extraction report on the alleged victim's cell phone that was done. And I believe that report's done as well.
All right.
All of that is correct. We are actively working on all of it. The medical records in particular, were over 130 pages and I had to go through them to make sure that there was nothing that needed to be redacted. I just added that to the discovery packet this morning, so that should be released to defense counsel today. As for the additional videos, I am aware that they have been uploaded. I was under the impression that they were uploaded to the same drive where the previous videos were, so defense counsel already had access to them. I'll reach out to my discovery specialist following this hearing so that they can get a new link, so any additional videos can be accessed by defense counsel. I was told by—
Those are what, non-police videos?
They were collected by the police and added to the—
Got it.
So okay. I'm not sure if they're the fresh time video or whatever that they're looking for yet. I have not had an opportunity to look through the newly added videos, but I do know additional videos have been added by Detective Handy. I do know that the dump from the phone is still outstanding, but they have been a bit swamped lately, so that has taken a bit of a back seat, but Detective Handy did inform me that they are actively working on that and that they didn't have a timeline for it, but they are actively working on getting that.
I'm trying to get that last part of it. Okay, so if I'm to understand this, the medical should be proceeding.
Already there, it
should be there. The videos, they may have been uploaded to a different place, but now
they are in our possession, so
and they're in the right place, maybe. But anyway, they're in your possession, so then you can get those there, get right. Those to counsel, and then there's the forensic, the dump, which is
they are in the process of it, but it has not been completed yet.
Yes, and because of other matters that I'm dealing with, I know that they are extremely swamped in that regard. So I'm sure they're diligently trying to do that. Okay, so how much time do you think we may need? 2 out of the 3 of those things. Is that the other one's gonna, well, frankly, it's gonna be a guess for us because
we'll take whatever you give us, Justin. All right, we know how this works.
Well, yeah, I know you do, and I'm just trying to time it out. Why don't I do this? July 11th. Let's just go to that date.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
2024, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. Bond in this matter will continue. All right. Thank you, Mr. Johnson Jackson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good afternoon.
You do the same. Court calls the case of Evergreen Apartments versus Alania Lockhart.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Fink, what's it? And also William Duvall.
It's going to be just me today. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, we'll work with that. All right. Okay. And Mr. Fink.
Today's total is 1343 even, and tomorrow it will be 2449.65.
Does that
go ahead, ma'am.
I was going to ask Mr. Fink if that included the $395 payment I made last night.
It probably does not, Ms. Lockhart.
How much did you pay?
$395 last night.
395? Okay.
Mhm.
So that's probably off of there. So we're right now, as we sit here today, at about 1,000. Okay. What was your plan for trying to take care of this, Ms. Luckhart?
I just emailed over the form for SER to the court. I sent
Hello.
the forms to my
Oh,
caseworker.
hold on a second. Can we mute phone one, whatever? Oh, go ahead, Ms. Luckhart. I'm sorry. Somebody was interrupting you.
It's okay. I sent the forms for the or the documents required over to my caseworker last night as well. So I applied for SCR. I sent that completed form to the court just now via email. And then I get paid again on the 14th. Well, the 13th if my early direct deposit continues. So my intent is that will be caught up. And then I'm working through a dispute with my bank right now for a $400 charge that I didn't approve. That was supposed to go to rent, but long story short, my goal is by the 14th, I'll be caught up and paying into June's rent.
So you'll
This
be, hang on. I just want to make sure I understand you. So by the 14th, you're looking to be clear for May, and then you'll be looking at trying to figure out how June's going to get done.
I'll be paying on June. Yes, that's the plan.
Okay, I got-
SR will be
I got
helpful
you.
me ahead. Yes.
Okay, so let's do this. You've got an SER in. You said you did the QR code, sent the form in.
Yes.
Okay, we don't have it yet, but that's okay. So let me do this. I'm going to adjourn this to June 14th, 2024 at 3 p.m. And how much do you believe that you're going to pay by the 13th?
Hold on. Let me just double check my numbers.
Your Honor, while she's doing that, may we reserve escrow?
Yes, escrow is reserved.
Thank you. Unlikely we'll need it.
I'll have, if my calculations are correct with my hours at work, I will be able to put down about 700 on that. So by the 14th.
By the 14th. All right. So I'll indicate that, and then we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get there. But just so that you know, with the SER, don't look at that as being a saving grace, because two things. One, you'll have to have everything paid before they pay.
Yeah.
And what, there are two people in your household? And so the max that they're really going to pay is about 520 if you otherwise qualify, so that you know where that potentially could stand. Okay.
Yeah. And I should have that money from my bank back, that 400. Still waiting on the dispute, but.
Oh, okay. So if that money comes back, you're looking at 1,100 that you'll be able to kind of, okay. All right.
Yeah, I just wasn't including it in the 700 because it's
Right,
not actually.
you don't
in my
have it.
plans.
I got
Yeah.
it. Okay. All right. We'll see you on the 14th then. Court does call the case of Evergreen Apartments versus Darnett Blackwell. How much is owing, Mr. Fink?
As of today, 1,068.43, and as of tomorrow, 2162.71, Your Honor.
22. All right. And sir,
21.
how are you intending on trying to get that paid?
Well, I was laid off from my CNA job for a little bit. I am working as of right now. By the 12th, I will be able to give drop down $900 to $1,000. And
Say
then the
again?
next 2 weeks,
By the-
I said by the 12th, and then the next 2 weeks, I'll be able to pay the rest.
Okay, so you're gonna have about $1,000 by the 12th?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll put that down here. Escrow's reserved, $1,000 by the 12th. Then I'll adjourn this out to the 14th. Let's see if we can get this done.
Yes, sir.
That's the 14th at 3.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And, these are all dismissals. Court does call the case of Evergreen versus Daryl Simpson, no relation. Evergreen versus Leah Rossel. Evergreen versus Kiona Johnson. And Evergreen versus Papa Gue. Gouye.
Plaintiff's
That
moves
matters.
to dismiss.
Those are dismissed.
Thank
On
you.
plaintiff's move. Court does call the case of Glencoe Hills versus Felicia Nelson.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. What's your name?
Felicia Nelson.
All right. And what's the claim, Mr. Fink?
As of today, $2,212.87. And as of tomorrow, it will be $3,004.41.
Ms. Nelson, how are you intending on getting this paid?
The amount that I have that I actually owe for last month's rent, including legal fees and 2 late fees, is $1,610. I have paperwork showing where extra fees were added onto my rent for the month of May that includes a one-time pet fee and also 2 pet rent fees that were added on when I first moved into this apartment. Both of the one-time pet fees and rent fees were waived because I had 2 cats, and they were older cats. After an inspection, a new person that works in the office that's been there maybe a year, she decided to institute these additional fees according to a 60-day inspection. When I gave my 60-day notice to vacate, all of a sudden I had to have an inspection for them to do for a probable new tenant after I moved out.
Your Honor, is she moving on the 16th?
I am moving. My lease is ending on June 16th. I did not renew for another year. I did
So
inform the
you're
office.
moving on that date, ma'am?
I am moving out on that date. Yes, I have I already gave my 60-day vacate notice. I did let them know that I was going to be moving out by
Okay,
June 16th.
ma'am, let me stop you. This is an action for possession. So my inclination is to adjourn it to the 21st. If you move, it's going to resolve this action and then you can figure out the money aspect by dealing directly with the landlord and potentially entering into a payment plan for whatever you guys agree on that you owe.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll adjourn it to June 21st, 2024 at 12 p.m. noon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Nelson,
All
make
right.
sure you turn in your keys and let them know you're gone. That's how we will know that we can dismiss the case if you move.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls the case of Glencoe Hills versus Willie Williams. Oh, you're at the access point. Can you unmute, Mr. Williams? There you go. Mr. Williams?
Yes,
Okay, can you tell me your name, please?
Willie Williams.
Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Fink, what's the claim in this case?
He owes 171 is the cost, Your Honor.
$171?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
See what that
Mr.
will be.
Williams,
Yes,
when do you think you can get that paid, sir?
today,
Pardon?
as soon as I leave out of here.
Oh, okay, all right. Here's what I'll do. I don't have next week. I'm just going to adjourn it to June 14th, 2024 at 3?
Yes.
At 3 p.m. You probably won't need to appear, Mr. Williams. Go get that paid. And then they should dismiss the case. The important thing is pay it today so that we don't click over with June rent owing and then the case has held open, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Thank you.
Court calls the case of Glencoe Hills versus Shalika Hamer.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
Ms. Hamer? Oh, I think she needs to unmute.
I
Or
see
did she
her.
freeze?
She's frozen.
She's frozen.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, there she is. She's back. All right. Well, hold on. Did you unmute? I still have her as muted.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Here she is.
I can hear you now. Okay. State your name.
Okay. Shalita Hamer.
Thank you. What do you claim is owing in this case?
1672.33, and tomorrow it will be 3071.54.
3,071.54.
54. Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Ms. Hamer, how are you intending on getting this taken care of?
I applied for Hawk. I have an appointment with them on June 24th.
On June 24th?
Yeah,
Okay.
at 1 p.m.
Probably going to be a little bit too late.
Does she have any
Is there
other plan?
anything that you can pay toward this? Or yeah.
Not right now. No.
Okay, but so nothing can be paid on it?
Not at this time because I'm not working right now. That's why I fell behind.
Okay. Amy, where's Amy? All right, ma'am. Somehow or another, you're gonna have to work this out. The June 24th date, I know that's the appointment date they gave you isn't gonna work out, but have you tried any other resources?
I mean, I applied with the SER, but I still have to wait for them.
Okay, so hold on. When did you do your SER?
Yesterday.
When did you do that?
Yesterday.
Say that again?
I
Yesterday.
did the SER yesterday.
Yesterday.
Mm.
All right. If you look on your screen, you'll have to swipe across because I think you're on a phone. You're going to see a QR code. If you know how to use that, that'll take you to a form that you need to fill out and get to the court by next Wednesday. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Amy, would there be any benefit in trying to speak with her regarding other resources?
I would be happy to meet with her in a breakout room real quickly. We
All
can
right.
see what might
So,
work.
Ms. Hamer, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn your case to June 14, 2024 at 3 p.m. Okay? You
Okay.
need to make sure to get that form to the court. And I'm going to put you into a breakout room with Amy. And so discuss other resources that might be available to you. Okay?
Okay.
Escrow
All
reserve.
right. And escrow is reserved.
Thank you.
Glencoe Hills versus Carmen Grove.
James Sink for the plaintiff.
Carmen Grove, you're not checked in. You may proceed.
Your Honor, this is an action for non-payment. This defendant owes $1,451.62. The costs are $171. We request a possession-only judgment in the amount of $1,622.62.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. Glencoe Hills versus Tomika Johnson.
James Sink for the plaintiff.
Tomika Johnson, they have not checked in. You may proceed.
This is also a non-payment case, Your Honor. This defendant owes $170.75 inclusive. We request a default judgment in that amount for possession only. I will add no writ without a hearing. And
Yes.
that if she pays by the redemption date, we'll set aside the judgment.
All right, fantastic. Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, writ to issue 10 days, no writ without a hearing. Court calls the case Glencoe Oaks versus,
Your Honor, I have one more under
Gardalisa.
Glencoe Hills.
you have what?
One more under Glencoe Hills. It was Dirks.
Yes, that's a dismissal. I do have that. Glencoe Hills. Right, I don't know
I
why
have
this
that
is
as
out
a
of order. I
dismissal.
have two. Glencoe Hills versus Lori Dirks and Glencoe versus Elisa West. Those matters are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice.
Your Honor, I don't have Dirks as a dismissal. If I said that to
You
Ms.
do not.
Wyland,
Hang
I said it in error.
on. Yeah, that's what we received. That's an error.
Did you receive a dismissal from us?
Yes, sir.
Could you pass that for right now?
Yes, sir.
Thank
So I'll
you.
pass Dirks. West is dismissed.
West is dismissed,
And-
yes, sir.
Glencoe Oaks versus Sharbalisa Reed.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
Sharbalisa Reed, not checked in. You may proceed.
This is an action for non-payment. This defendant owes $212.58. The costs are $171. We've requested default judgment in the amount of $383.58. No writ without a hearing.
Yes, sir. Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested. Writ to issue 10 days. No writ without a hearing.
Thank you. And the Dirks matter is a dismissal, Your Honor.
It is. All
Yes,
right.
thank you.
So Glencoe versus Dirks, that matter is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of Monica King versus Sarah Goebel.
James Fink for the
And-
plaintiff.
Donald Goebel and Joshua Goebel.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I'm here. This is Sarah Goebel.
Sarah? Okay. Hello.
Those other people on this eviction actually don't live in my home. They're my husband's family members. I don't even know why they're on my eviction, Your Honor.
Who? Donald and Joshua?
Joshua Goebel and Gladys Doan. Donald Goebel don't live there either, but he's my husband.
Okay. Well, I have on the complaint Donald Goebel and Joshua Goebel.
And you should have Gladys Goebel or Doan. But I don't know if you remember, I was here last month and she didn't have any of those people on there. So I don't know why she has them on here this month.
Well, I don't
I
know.
don't understand this woman.
Okay. Well, I don't know, ma'am. All I know is I have, and I also have Gladys Doan.
Yeah, and they shouldn't be on there. They don't live there.
Okay, for whatever reason they are, and we'll figure that out. But you're here, and how much is owing on this, Mr. Fink?
$4,200 in rent, $229 in costs for a total of $44.29. Your Honor, there's also been a 1-month notice to quit issued that expires at the end of June.
How are you intending on getting this paid?
So, Your Honor, again, I don't owe that much. I don't know where she's coming up with these numbers. I don't owe $800 a month. My rent is not $800 a month. It is $720 a month, and it's paid weekly. I don't know if you remember that from the last time also. And I just didn't start paying, and I didn't pay on April 1st. So since April 1st, I have not paid rent.
You have not paid?
Nope,
rent since
because
April?
yep, she told me not to. So since April 1st, I have not paid rent. She will
Who
not
told
take
you
it.
not to?
Miss Monica King. And she did tell you that last time at court. She told you the same thing, that she told me not to pay her the money.
All right. So have you saved the rent?
I have not, but I am working. I did file an SER today, right before court. But again, I don't owe that much money, so.
Your Honor, can we
All
just
right.
set this for a settlement conference
Yes, let's do that.
and reserve escrow?
Yes, escrow's reserved. I'll set this for final settlement conference for June 18th, 2024, 9 a.m. That is in person at the court, ma'am.
Okay.
That's a
I'll have
Tuesday.
a lawyer.
That's a Tuesday.
Okay, I'll see you then.
And Your
Thank you.
Honor, of course, if she moves out, this non-payment possession only case will be dismissed.
Right. Okay.
Have a good day.
All right.
Thank
We'll
you,
see
Your
you
Honor.
then. Thank you. Court calls the case Gulfside Lakes versus Emmett Redwine.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Mr. Redwine, I knew you'd be here.
How you doing?
Okay. I'm doing well. Okay, so how much is owing on this, Mr. Fink?
As of today, it is $1597.97. And tomorrow it will be $2884.63.
Mr. Redwine, how are you gonna get this taken care of?
About I can have May pay within 2 weeks. I have it by the 14th. I can have not this Friday, next Friday, the 14th. I can have May paid. Then the next 2 weeks I can have June paid.
Okay, so by the 14th, how much are you gonna pay on the 14th? The 1600 basically?
Can I say something first? On my paperwork, it say 14. Look,
Right, and there have been probably some fees added and other things, but I got 1600 that's owed. Can you get that paid by the 14th?
yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna indicate you're to pay 1600, you're to pay that by,
Well, how about this, Your Honor? Can I say this? You say
go
it's a
ahead.
total of 1600. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now, say 16. Let me see. I have a minimum pay of 15, but yeah, I
15, okay, let me put 15 down, that's fine. Pay 15 by the 14th,
Mhm.
but you gotta pay it before the hearing.
Oh, well, Your Honor, well, I'll be lying because, well, it depends on what time they're hearing because I'm gonna pay it in the morning when I get off work.
Okay. The hearing's at 3:00.
Okay, yeah, to be paid. And can I say one thing?
Okay. What?
Can I say one thing can I say one thing?
Sure.
Yeah, I seen you on the news.
Thank you, Mr. Redwine. Yeah,
But yeah,
between the news and the mirror, I've seen too much of myself. So I'm going to adjourn this to June 14th, 2024.
Escrow
at
reserved,
3
Your Honor.
3 p.m. Escrow is reserved.
it'll be my question is it Zoom or is it coming in?
You'll be Zoom if
Okay,
that's
thank
what you want.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Calls the case of Gulfside Lakes versus Janita Mills.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
Janita Mills,
Good morning. I'm here. I'm sorry.
it's okay. That's all right. So that's iPhone. Gotcha. Okay, Mr. Fink, how much is owing?
$1,140.54, and tomorrow it will be $2,462.27, Your Honor. Morning, Ms. Mills.
Okay.
Good morning.
Miss Mills, how are you gonna get this? What's your plan? Let me ask you.
So sorry I overslept. I thought I missed my meeting. My plan is I'm here because I have more bills than money. I just got hired in, and instead of getting paid every week, we're getting paid every 2 weeks. So moving forward, and my rent had increased. It just went so high because I have Section 8, and when you make more, your rent goes up. But moving forward, to get this paid, I have 1,000 today, and I'm asking if I can get put on a payment plan because I don't have all of the rest all at once.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, sorry.
You have 1,000 today that you can pay to the landlord?
That's all yes, I got 1,000 that I can at least pay today. I've been working 16 hours trying to get this rent paid because really it's higher than what I can afford. So I am still working to get
All
out
right.
of this
Hold on, Miss Mills.
Oh,
Miss
sorry.
Mills, we're good. Okay. All right, just listen. You have 1,000 today. I'm gonna ask this question. Are you still there?
I'm here,
Okay.
sir. Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay, you froze up on me. But is there any way that you can come up with another 1,100 or not 1,100, but another $141? Or you're tapped?
That's all the money I have. I swear. And that's my
all right.
Okay.
No, it's fair. The reason I was asking, Ms. Mills, is if you did that and got that paid today, the case could be dismissed. That's why I did. That's why I was asking. Okay, I was just looking for your benefit on that, but that's okay. So what we'll do is we'll do it this way. You pay the 1,000 today to them. I'm going to put you out to the 14th. You might have another check or something by then.
Okay.
All right. But also contact the landlord and see if they're willing to work with you to see how you can get June caught up.
Yes.
If not, then we'll come back on the 14th and we'll try to figure out what we can do.
Thank you. Because it's not that I'm not trying. It's just I got more bills than money right now. It's just me, and it's just too much.
You got more bills than money? Welcome to America. I got you. Okay. All right, Miss Mills, you're good. You take care. Get
Thank
some
you so
rest, all
much.
right?
Have a great
All
day,
right.
y'all. Thank
You
you. Bye.
too. Gulfside Lake versus Tracy Hughes.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
They're here. Tracy Hughes, you need to unmute and turn your camera on and you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you are. Hello.
Hi.
All right, Mr. Fink, how much is owing?
$1,101.09, and tomorrow it will be $1,186.99. So she has utility fees.
Gotcha. Is she zero then?
I catch the air.
She is
She's fully subsidized, it looks like. Or near fully subsidized. All right, Miss Hughes.
So 700 of that is actually not utility fees. 700 of that is because I was getting, Safe House was paying my rent and then my Section 8 kicked in, but my Section 8 didn't kick in for 2 weeks. And so for those 2 weeks, they charged me like the $700 for rent. And then the rest of that is,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. So, Miss Hughes, who administers your Section 8?
Like the RPI.
RPI?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Is Amy still around or is she in the breakout room still? Okay. So Miss Hughes,
Yes.
I'm going to adjourn your case out to the 14th,
Okay.
2024 at 3 p.m. But what I want you to do, since you're I want you to wait online here. And when Amy comes back into the courtroom, we're going to put her into a breakout room. There are some programs that work with individuals in Section 8. Let's see if you can fit into some of those to try to get this done so that that gap that was there can be filled. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Ms. Hughes. So just hold on. We'll make sure you get in there.
Okay.
14th at 3. Foreclosed case, Gulfside Lakes versus Brittany Berkey.
This is her. My understanding is that she's in the lobby talking to administration, but she's physically in the building.
She's talking to administration, by the way.
Yes, I'm unsure. I heard that from the clerk's office. I asked them to let me know when she was going to be sent down to the courtroom.
All right, so I'll pass that matter. She's coming down to the courtroom.
okay.
Gulfside Lake versus Matthew Hansen.
Here, Your Honor.
James Fink for the plaintiff. The total right now is $290.56. Tomorrow it will be $1,436.55.
And Mr. Hansen, what do you have to say about that?
I just paid the last of it this morning. The 200.
Oh, you paid the.
Yep, I
you
paid
the
300.
290. How much did you pay this morning?
351.
Gotcha.
Excuse me.
Okay. Well, here's what I'll do. If you paid it, I'm going to adjourn the case out to the 14th, 2024 at 3. If it's paid, this case is going to be dismissed. If it's not paid, then we'll just proceed on that other amount. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Court calls the case of Gulfside Lakes versus Shamika Grimmett.
I think I saw her. I do. James Fink for the plaintiff.
Make agreement. You saw her?
Yes,
I
I'm
did.
here.
There she
Oh,
is.
there you are.
Let's clean up, guys. So you guys
Hang on 1 second. Yeah.
Sorry, that gentleman wanted to come watch. Is here. Can Alan go get it?
Yeah.
And bring him into the club. Okay.
All right, Miss Grimmett.
Yes.
Okay. Where are we on this, Mr. Finn?
$1,429.55. And tomorrow. $2,539.58.
All right, Miss Grimmett, how are we gonna get
Yes.
that paid?
So I paid my past due balance, which was $12.57 this morning.
Hold on a second. Hold on. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry, this book.
You need to make sure that door doesn't slam.
I paid my past due balance at $12.57 this morning.
12:57 this morning.
Yes.
The balance without cost was $12.57.55. So she
got it. So you paid that this morning.
Yes.
Can you get the cost paid today, or you don't have anything else?
Unmuted, okay. So we're interrupting.
Hold on. Go ahead, Miss Grimmett. What'd you say?
I don't have anything else. I literally just took
Okay.
this is
No,
my
that's
very
fine.
last paycheck.
Okay, I got you. So here's what we'll do. You paid that this morning.
Yes, sir.
And so then what we're going to have is we're going to have the court cost plus June, but rather than have the case dismissed and get new court costs or something, let me put you out to June 14th and let's see where we can go from there and try to get you all caught up. How's that sound?
That's fine.
Okay. June 14th, 2024 at 3 p.m.
Thank you.
Okay. Escrow is reserved to the extent it needs to be. All right, Ms. Grimmett, we'll see you then.
See you then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Gulfside Lakes versus Dewan Winter Mate.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
I'm here.
Okay, there you are. All right, how much is owing?
$626.64. And tomorrow it will be $2105.17.
And sir, how are you intending on taking care of that?
I'm working right now, and I also filled out a SCR as well, and I should be able to pay about 300 on the third.
Actually, Your Honor, it looks like Misha is going to pay $918 of that. So tomorrow it'll be $1187.17.
I'm sorry. It'd be how much?
$1187.17.
Okay, got it.
The first total I gave you is correct, but it appears that he gets $918 from Misha.
Got it. Okay. All right. So, sir, how much are you going to pay on the third?
300.
800?
300.
Okay, I got you. All right. So let's do that. I'm going to adjourn your case out to June 14th, 2024 at 3 p.m. And then we'll sort out where we're going to go from there. How's that sound?
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you then. Thank you.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. And Gulfside Lakes versus, is it Kirgudi? Gulfside versus Jones, Gulfside versus Ponzo, Gulfside versus Brown. Those matters are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice.
We still have Berkey, right?
Pardon?
Ms. Berkey was coming down the hall.
There's a request for an accommodation of what? That's what I told her. I don't need an accommodation. She needs to come down or she needs to do whatever. Then you need to tell whoever's involving themselves in it to do it. Get her down to the courtroom. I told her what we do. She needs to understand what it is and she can come down here. Tell administration quit butting in. Just get her down here.